Hi. This is Kpop Notes and welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I forgot February has 28 days plus the fact that college has been ending with my whole soul. That's the main reason why this video got delayed so much, and I'm really sorry for that. But well, let's get back to what concern us, shall we? February managed to maintain last month vibe by keeping the line with this mature and laid-back sound brought by a variety of concepts that go from the recently R&B trend, to more typical house and synthwave tracks and even some classical music-inspired songs. Overall a good follow-up to the sound from the previous month, nothing much to add since I still have a lot to edit. So without further ado, let's get to the video. I already said it, since the very first moment he sang Another Life I could already feel Key's The Weekendification. He suits so well this retro sound, especially this sort of sorrowful concept that goes perfect with Key's more mature yet chic image. I think that both the song and the MV complement each other in order to convey this story of a love that ended by the hand of one of the lovers, making the reference of him being the killer of the relationship. That's why, all that responsibility slowly starts crawling up to his head by bringing back bitter memories that increase the repentance that he feels about not loving enough the significant other. So in this scenario of being into the verge of going crazy, everything just becomes dizzy and unstable to the person's perspective. The strong synths and the fast pace of the song plus the flashy scenes of the MV that portray an accident, immerses you into the story of the lyrics, making you feel lost, hopeless, and oriented. Despite the retro trend having stayed already behind, I just think Key can continue into this line as a personal pick to unify his sound. It stays as a comfortable concept for him while still being kind of trendy. His 15 years of experience make him shine and stay as a legend. 9.5 out of 10. Not gonna lie, I saw everybody getting obsessed with Generation, and despite not having anything against it, I just didn't end up vibing with it. The constant repetition of the la 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 made me kind of annoyed. However, this case was different, and I don't know how to explain it. It somehow still feels really similar to Generation, but this one has much more flavor, especially the chorus feels more rich, by incorporating lots of layered instruments plus a predominant synth and an exotic voice sample that makes everything feel even more cool. I wouldn't say that sonically it jumps completely into this trend of bringing back the early 2000s R&B, however, it still has some certain feeling of a nostalgic youth certainly inspired by the Y2K concept in order to keep up with the actual tendencies. This goes along with the confidence portrayed during the song, which has set as a concept of this new group's, almost like a I don't care kind of attitude. Not in a bad manner, but in a way where they just want to be who they truly are, confronting the society as they're trying to break the monotony of it. Also, the mini-album is a banger. They've known how to stay cohesive and true to their concept while still experimenting with different sounds. The production of this is flawless, and I believe they'll be turning big in the near future. 9 out of 10. Finally the purple kiss that we met with Panzona is back. Still any song has been able to top Zombie, however this one gets closer to my alley after what they presented in Meme and Nerdy. As I mentioned, with this song I kind of feel connected to its origins, a more sultry melody with a hollow atmosphere, haunting strings, and even some whispered vocals. This song doesn't worry on being a punch in your face or having a crazy drop, it's more about the frame of it and the composition overall. The most outstanding point of it, is the inclusion of an orchestral sound, by incorporating violin strings and a steady beat that makes you feel as if you were on a salon dance, probably tango, being on a trance due to the continuous kicks, hitting every move in the beat with precision and power, showing a strong yet sensual performance full of charisma. That's the scenario I can imagine while listening to the song. Among the actual trends, Purple Kiss shows its own colors by bringing something different to the scene and by that keeping relevant. It really grew on me, and as I listened to it more, it just became more alluring. 8.5 out of 10. Just a few days ago I was still a whole whisper anti, and even though lately I have found myself humming to it, I still don't think it was their best song. It was just in that odd point where you're trying to make a cute concept without fully being cute, so you mix it with some badass elements that create a pretty weird result. But thanks God, they actually redeemed themselves with this comeback, and when I say comeback, I actually refer to everything, because they ate the whole concept. First let's talk about the song. It has that familiar sound that you already knew from them with songs as Reveal and The Stealer, more leaning towards the first one. This song evidently tried to convey a sensual feeling, however, they managed to do it not by reusing the same formula that boy groups tend to do, but rather following their vampire concept that comes with their own motifs that evoke a kind of different sexiness. Also, I haven't heard that many talking about the bridge. It feels so magic that I just feel like levitating. The direction of the song goes in the same direction as the MV. God, it's gorgeous. Ring Film really be making here some of the best K-pop music videos at the moment. The amount of creativity and quality they have to create this amazing shots is amazing. Song, MV, album. This comeback was a completely hit, and I'm happy that after all the experimentation they did last year, they finally returned to their sultry core. 8.7 out of 10. Let's take a short break and review some releases in Speedrun. Now let's get back to the video. Why did you guys hate so much Beautiful Monster? Never mind. So we are back to STAYC's poppy sound, that ironically we had already backed during their Japanese debut, Poppy. This may probably be their most commercial track, if we compare it to their more cutesy sound they presented, for example during aespa. This one definitely goes more in a straight line to a more girly cute concept, and despite being something fresh in a scenario where girl groups are mostly trying to show a cool image, there's just something that doesn't end up clicking on me. Every time STAYC released a song, there was just something distinctive about them, something that made it unique. However, Teddy Bear seems to be falling a little into a mid-category. Don't misunderstand me, the production is clean, the vocals are neat and the overall song is enjoyable with easy elements to digest, nothing crazy. However, this is probably my least favorite song from them as it lacks that sparkle that makes it stand out. However, I appreciate the cohesion that they've been maintaining throughout their discography, and regardless of me being nitpicking the song, I'm sure I'll still be jamming to it. 8 out of 10. Not gonna lie, I was honestly expecting Lovin' Me 2.0, but I'll talk a little more about it later. So the question was, with an almost full cohesive album, what was the sound they were gonna be bringing us this time? And the answer to that seems to be that they've decided to follow the path of their last title track, a pretty simple song with retro synths and an even more subdued melody which manages to express perfectly the fluttering sensation of love. I already said it during my underrated K-pop albums of 2022 video, but the maturity of their voices just gives so much richness to the song in the sense that creates a totally different atmosphere. This element, plus the fact that they've already seemed to have established a distinctive sound that takes a little drift from the noisy trend, is what is assuring them an organic growth. Despite enjoying the song and appreciating it by the time it was released, I was just expecting something with more dynamics like the ones shown during Lovin' Me, an exceptional song that by still keeping their characteristic sound, creates a whole emotional statement that aims for healing and self-love, using subtle synths that still give the whole composition an impact. Cupid is still a nice song to listen to from time to time, it goes well with a still wintry February and I appreciate the cohesion they're building, but I'll still be waiting for my Lovin' Me 2.0. 8 out of 10.
Gotta let you know Can you see? 이거 없이 너를 사로잡을 타이밍 네 눈에
I was afraid that after newest disbandment, music would die. However, it seems like they took responsibility on their shoulders and decided to still make art by themselves. Okay, let's be completely honest, the song doesn't offer anything different or revolutionary, it's a simple house track with bouncy synths and a groovy bass line. However, who doesn't enjoy this combination? Not to forget that Minhyun's soothing voice just makes the perfect complement to it. Also, as an idol who's been in this industry for already 10 years, what were you expecting of him? Were you expecting him to suddenly enter to a musical trend established by groups in which the average age is 18 years old by singing oh my god? This route was the safest he could have done, not that it's bad, but as an idol with this longevity, a classy concept was the best choice for his image, and I'm sorry, but you can't deny that this man has the material to rock this concept. I want to believe that this was just the first stone set so that he could see its reception and experiment in the future. I've said it lots of times before, I just love house music, and this is a song composed of basic elements that mixed, just can't miss. 8.8 out of 10. Time for some B-sides highlights.
From a dream. I'm in dream, but I'm keep universe. 혹시나 이게 but I make you look good. Make you look. 내 맘속에 파도를 일으켜. 너도 모르게 make you go crazy. Connection은 틀림없어 의심할 여지도 없어 그 차이겠지만 그날로 설명이 잘 안돼 긴장해 너를 위한 perfect mission 그렇게 내게 와 Smile for me with some love 손을 들며 하나의 mystic you 그 안에 담긴 Like that oh I love this
So that was it for the video. Let me know in the comments which was your favorite release of the month. As always, I'll be happy to read you. Bye.
Save me, my savior. 다시 한번 falling down, falling down. 멈출 수 없어 이젠